So if the cortisol level is high at night, the brain does not give the feedback and you don't get enough cortisol produced in the morning to deal with the morning requirements. So then you're feeling tired and you're feeling more stressed in the morning. And then at night, when you're supposed to kind of calm down, your cortisol level goes up and then you're wired. Welcome to Happy and Healthy Mind. If this is the first time you're joining us, my name is Dr. Rozina. I specialize in treatment of stress, anxiety, and depression. Over the last 20 years, I have been serving as medical doctor specializing in psychiatry, a best-selling author, and a transformative speaker. I believe that a lot of suffering could be prevented by simple mind training. Therefore, I started this program where we share practical tips for your mental fitness so you don't have to suffer unnecessarily. The purpose of this program is educational, and therefore, I would recommend to consult your healthcare professional for any treatment advice. Our mission is to bring health and happiness to more than 1 million people. So if you find value, please share, like, and subscribe so more people could live happier and healthier life. It's time for special. We have gone a little longer, so I'm going to take just a minute to share how these traumatic or adverse experiences affect your biology. So a lot of people ask, like, how does the cortisol is related to stress? So any kind of stress produces cortisol in the body. When there is, so we call it HPA axis. So hypothalamus stimulates your pituitary gland stimulates a small gland called adrenal glands that is on top of your kidney, and that releases cortisol and it helps you cope with the stress. But when there's acute stress, the cortisol comes, in level increases, you're able to handle the situation, and then it comes down. But if you're constantly producing cortisol because you are feeling stress constantly, especially people with past history of adverse experiences, like you said, they are in the hyper reactive mode. So even small things, they react fast. They're kind of like, in that scared mode, and so they keep on producing too much cortisol, and when the adrenals are stimulated too much, then they start malfunctioning. Either they start producing too little cortisol or too much cortisol, or at wrong time. So like if it produces more cortisol at night when it's supposed to go down, number one, you're not able to sleep well, your mind is constantly thinking. Number two, there is a feedback mechanism that happens early in the morning when brain checks, is the cortisol level low enough that I should produce more cortisol? And so if the cortisol level is high at night, the brain does not give the feedback and you don't get enough cortisol produced in the morning to deal with the morning requirements. So then you're feeling tired and you're feeling more stressed in the morning, and then at night, when you're supposed to kind of calm down, your cortisol level goes up and then you're wired. And so this malfunction happens biologically, and by resetting, you are resetting your adrenals. And sometimes you need to use some other tools to reset your adrenals if it is too much out of balance, but keeping that balance helps to decrease the reactivity. So you can use these mind techniques that Dr. Glenn is talking about, and you can also add some biological techniques if you understand how your body is reacting to these things. So on that note, just remember, whatever happened in past was not in your control, but what you do now is in your control. Take steps to heal, get better. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day get better at least 1%, and you would be the best version of yourself. On that note, stay safe, healthy, and happy. Till next time.